Despite the disappointing Olympic Games for the Team Nigeria, the Tigress made the nation proud as they made history by becoming the first African country, men or women, to qualify for the quarterfinals of the Olympic basketball event. Nigeria's sprinter Ofili missed out of the medal of the 200 meters event by 0.04 seconds as she came 6th in the keenly contested race. Ofili was in tears after missing out on the medal. The final hope of the country for a medal was dashed as the world record holder of 100 meters hurdle, Tobi Amusan, crashed out of the semi-final of the event by a whisker. Nigeria-German athlete Ogunleye won gold for Germany in the shot put event, becoming the first German in 28 years to win gold in shot put at the Olympics. Nigeria women's basketball team, the Tigress, made history by reaching the quarterfinals of the Paris 2024 Olympics after a huge victory over Canada. This is the first time ever quarterfinal appearance, marking a significant milestone for Nigeria basketball. The team defeated Canada 79-70 in its final group game at the Paris Stadium in Lille, France on Sunday. The victory earned the Tigress their first ever appearance in the quarterfinal of the Olympics basketball tournament. The Tigress, known for their resilience through their various challenges, demonstrated exceptional performance and determination on the court. The win against the top-ranked Canadian team has been widely celebrated as a significant achievement for Nigeria basketball. Nigeria sailed through the group stage with 5 classification points and sit top of the pack, with France to play Australia later in the day. The Rena Wakama-led ladies bounced back from losing to French in their second game after winning Australia in the first game. There was little to separate the Tigress from the Canadians in the first quarter that finished 18-18. The Canadians edged the team in the second quarter and the game finished 41-37 by halftime. The third quarters took a different toll from the previous period. The Canadians could only manage 5 points as Nigeria swamped them. The Tigers sealed the victory with a superior performance in the final quarter and rounded off a historic 9-point victory. Nigeria's the Tigress have been drawn against the United States in the quarterfinals of the women's basketball event at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The Nigeria ladies made history by securing Nigeria's first ever qualification in the last 8 of the Olympic basketball tournament. This followed their impressive 79-70 victory over Canada in the final group game on Sunday. The team accumulated 5 classification points and initially topped Group G. However, their standing shifted when Australia triumphed over France 79-72 in the other Group B match, pushing Nigeria down to the top place in the group rankings. The team is now set to face the defending champion, the USA, on August 7 at 9:30 p.m. Nigerian time. The encounter is the second Olympic face-off between the two teams. At the 2020 Tokyo Games, the Tigers suffered a narrow 9-point defeat to the Americans in their opening group game. They were also beaten in the 2024 Olympic qualifiers. Speaking after the game, the team coach, Rena Wakama, who was full of excitement, said, "It is surreal. I don't think it's going to hit me yet for another couple of hours." She continued, "I am proud of my girls, and I have pushed them so hard. I have pushed them harder than anyone can even imagine. It's because I know what they can do, and we did that today, and we showed them who we are," she told FIBA.com. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated Nigeria's the Tigress on qualifying for the quarter-final of the women's basketball event at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The president, according to a statement by his special advisor, Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, commended the team for their uncommon demonstration of resilience, teamwork, and diligence. President Tinubu also commended the coach and the managers of the team for their dutifulness and dedication. The president enjoins the brave Tigress not to rest on their horse until the final victory is won. President Tinubu assured the team and the entire Nigeria's contingent at the 2024 Olympics of his support as they fly the nation's flag at the global sports event, the statement read. Nigeria sprinter Ofili has secured a spot in the final of the women's 200-meter event at the ongoing Paris Olympic Games. The 21-year-old moved one step closer to realizing her Olympic dream after another wonderful run, so her qualified for the women's 200-meter final. Ofili finished in 22.05 seconds behind the newly crowned 100-meter Olympic champion Julian Alfred, who ran 21.98 seconds. Mackenzie Long of USC finished third in 22.30 seconds. Ofili's 22.05 seconds is an improvement on the 22.24 seconds she ran in the first round on Sunday. Ofili did not have the best of build-up to this race after learning she wasn't registered for the 100-meter event. The Louisiana University graduate had planned to compete in at least 3 events, but the Athletic Federation of Nigeria and the Nigeria Olympic Committee failed to register her for the shorter sprint. The wounded sprinter took to the track in the 200-meter round 1, cruising to a comfortable season best of 22.24 seconds to beat 2019 world champion Dinah Asher Smith. She improved on her season best in the semi-final to make the August 6 final. Ofili shared the heartwarming embrace with Alfred after the race. Perhaps a clear sign of indication that she still has a chance to win a medal despite the 100-meter mess. Favour Ofili is the first Nigerian woman to qualify for the final of the 200-meter event at the Olympics in 28 years. The last time in Nigeria made the final of the women's 200-meter was in Atlanta in 1996 when Mary Onyali won a bronze medal. As the final race approaches, all eyes of every Nigerian will be on Ofili to see if she can continue her streak and deliver a podium finish for Nigeria. Her performance so far has been a significant boost for Team Nigeria and has set the stage for a thrilling conclusion to the women's 200 meters event. Team Nigeria will be hoping for its first Paris 2024 Olympics medal today, as Blessing Oborodudu fights in the women's wrestling top place bout following her defeat in the semi-finals last night. Also, Favour Ofili will be looking to win her first Olympic medal as she will be competing in the 200-meter final event after she qualifies for the final last night. Nigerians will be glued to their screen by 5:15 p.m. as Blessing Oborodudu seeks to deliver the first Nigerian medal of the Paris 2024 Olympics in the 65 kg freestyle wrestling bronze medal fight. Oborodudu, who was the silver medal winner at the last Olympics in Tokyo, will be willing to make up for her inability to reach the final of the event this time after suffering a narrow 3-1 defeat to Kyrgyzstan fighter Mirim Zhumanazarova in the semi-finals on Monday night. The painful defeat ended her Paris Olympic gold medal dream, but she is the favorite to deliver the bronze against North Korea's Park Sung-gum and have another Olympic medal in her cabinet. Later in the night, Favour Ofili will be faced with history in the women's 200-meter finals as she will be attempting to become Nigeria's first ever sprinter to win an Olympic gold medal. She is ready for the task ahead and highly favoured to deliver a medal, going by her exploit at the games so far. Ofili ran a season best of 22.05 seconds to book a place in the final on Monday, coming second behind new 100-meter champion Gillian Alfred in the first semi-final, making it 2 season best in just 24 hours as she delivered 22.24 seconds to win her heat on Sunday. The 22.05 seconds is the third fastest time in the semi-final behind Julian Alfred 21.98 seconds and Gabby Thomas 21.86 seconds, which places her in the bronze medal zone at least. The 21-year-old can aspire to go one step higher to become the first Nigerian gold medal winner in an Olympic track event at the Olympics, or at least win a medal and break the 28 years weight in the 200-meter event at the Olympics after Mary Onyali won the bronze medal at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, USA. Watch out for Favour Ofili in lane 3 later tonight as she battles for her place in history at 8:40 p.m. As Nigeria looks forward to the ladies delivering and putting the Team Nigeria name on the medal table, we hope they will find favour and are blessed to deliver as expected. Also, these are the events for the day as we wish the Team Nigeria all the best. Nigeria sprinter Favour Ofili finished in 6th place in the women's 200-meter final at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games on Tuesday night. She became the first Nigeria to compete in the event finals since Mary Onyali did so in the Atlanta 96, but it wasn't her night. Ofili, who made it to the final after finishing third overall with 22.05 seconds in the semi-final on Monday, ran 22.25 seconds in the final. Her focus will now shift to the women's 4x100 meter relay, built to commence on Thursday. USA Gabriel Thomas ran 21.83 seconds to finish first in the race and won the Olympic gold. Women's 100 meter champion Julian Alfred won the silver medal after racing 22.08 seconds, while USA Brittany Brown came third to win bronze on 22.20 seconds. Elsewhere, Blessing Oborodudu lost her third place fight in the freestyle 68 kg in the wrestling event at the Paris Olympics. The Nigeria was beaten by Nonoka Ozaki in the women's bronze medal match, because as she took out world number 30 ranked wrestler and France Kumba Larocque 6-2 in the fight to advance to the semi-finals. Now, some positive news. Earlier today, Team Nigeria's Ezebrumen Utuzoro Christina Ochonoho made history as they qualified for the women's long jump finals at the 2024 Paris Olympics. That is the first time 3 Nigerian women have made the event final at the Olympics. The trio booked a place in the final following impressive performances in the event qualification round. Premier secured her third consecutive final after leaping beyond automatic qualification mark and hitting 6.76 meters. The 28-year-old won a bronze medal in the event at the Tokyo Olympics. She was one of the Team Nigeria's 2 medalists from the COVID-19 Reading Games. Ruth Uzoro also confirmed her place in the final by leaping 6.68 meters to finish 5th on the qualification table. Ochonoho followed in 7th with 6.65 meters to secure one of the non-automatic spots in the final. The trio will compete for medal when the final commences on Thursday by 8 p.m. In women's 400 meter, Ella Onojuewo progressed into the semi-finals. She took first in the first heat of the repackage round with a finish in 50.59 seconds. In the men's 200 meter, Udodi Owuzureke also progressed to the semi-finals. He clocked 20.51 seconds in the first repackage round to book a place in the penultimate round. Chinechere Nnamdi finished 14th in men's javelin throw qualifiers and crashed out of the competition. Nigeria's Samuel Ogazi has become the first Nigerian athlete in 36 years since the great Innocent Eduneke to qualify for the 400 meter final at the Olympic Games. Ogazi ran the race of his life, running a new personal best of 44.41 seconds to finish third in heat 3 of the 400 meter semi-finals, booking a spot in the final. World record holder in 100 meter hurdles, Tobi Amusan, will commence our race tomorrow for a chance to win Nigeria's first medal of the tournament. Tobi Amusan began her quest for a podium finish in the 100 meter women's hurdles event by winning her heat in a time of 12.49 seconds and qualifying for the semi-finals. Amusan, who is the current world record holder, was quicker than USA's Alicia Johnson in second with 12.61 seconds and Jenny Brown in 12.84 seconds. Tobi Amusan will be aiming to rewrite Nigeria history in the 100 meters hurdles event. Glory Alozie was the last Nigerian sprint hurdler to win a medal for the country at the Sydney Olympic Games 24 years ago. Ever since, no athlete, male or female, has made the podium in the sprint hurdles. Only Amusan has rewritten Alosi's national and African records in the event. Nigeria is yet to win a medal at this year's Olympic. Amusan carry on her slender shoulder the aspiration of over 200 million Nigerians for that elusive Olympic Games gold medal in the sport. Amusan announced herself to the world 3 years ago in Tokyo, but missed out on podium finish, finishing fourth in the women's 100 meter hurdles. The 27-year-old set a new world record in the event, 12.12 seconds, at the 2022 World Athletic Championship in Eugene, Oregon, USA. The dark-skinned athlete will be looking to add an Olympic medal to her proud collection. Amusan is the current Commonwealth and African champion in the 100 meter hurdles, as well as the mid current holder in those two competitions. She's also the current Diamond League champion, achieving a winning streak in 2021, 2022 and 2023. Amusan will face stiff competition from a strong field of elite athletes, including Puerto Rico's Jasmine Camacho Queen, the defending Olympic champion. Later in the day, the Tigers will take on USA in the quarter-final of the women's basketball event. The Rena Wakama-led ladies qualified for Nigeria's first ever appearance in the last 8 of the Olympic basketball tournament after defeating Canada 79-70 in their last group game on Sunday. The team has been handed an Acuna quarter-final clash against the Americans by 8:30 p.m. Nigeria time. Samuel Ogazi will become the first Nigeria to compete in the men's 400 meter finals at the Olympic Games since 1988, a feat for the 18-year-old who have been slotted in lane 2 of the final, which is scheduled to be held by 9:20 p.m. Nigeria time.
No, let her cry.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Ofili expressed a lot of emotions after losing out on winning a medal at the women's 200 meter Olympic final. The Nigeria was placed in lane 9 on the 200 meter track beside 100 meter gold winner Julian Alfred in lane 8. She could only finish in 6th place with a time of 22.24 seconds after making a lot of effort to get into the top 3. After the race, she was seen in a video which was shared on X, shedding tears and being consoled by people around her. In the video, she was also saying she was tired repeatedly as she fell into the arms of one of the women for comfort. The emotion displayed by Ofili led one of the women to comfort her and urged Nigeria Olympic Committee to improve their support for athletes. Grace Adam Iliya shared on X, "Please, we need to be there for these athletes always at Nigeria Olympic. Someone has to always be in the mixed zone. I was the only one there for favor Ofili. She tried her best." Disappointing filled the heart of the sprinter as her hope of winning any medal was dashed at the Paris 2024 Olympics. After the race, she shared a post on X saying, "God's will, not mine. It's been hard one coming. Try to be mentally ready. Regardless of the shocking news I took few days back, I gave it my all from day 9. The sprinter was devastated that her chance of taking home any medals from the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris were shattered. However, despite the disappointment, she still has some positive to take home for her efforts at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Ofili set a new record in the women's 200-meter race at the Paris 2024 Olympics, becoming the youngest competitor at the Olympic 200-meter final, according to LSU Track and Field on X. At the age of 21, Ofili was by far the youngest competitor in the Olympic 200-meter final, and she was only 0.05 seconds away from the podium. Her future is brighter than all the stars in the sky. The 200-meter final was an extremely close race in which the Nigeria star girl just missed out on the medal. Her hunt for a medal at the Olympics came to an end after losing at the hand of USA Gabby Thomas in the final. During the qualifiers on August 8, Ofili impressed with a season best time of 22.05 seconds, placing her third and raising hopes for a podium finish. The Nigeria women's basketball national team, the Tigers, has crashed out of the Paris 2024 Olympics after losing to the United States basketball team in the quarterfinal. They lost by 14 points to the United States in the quarterfinal with a final score of 74-88. The victory was United States' 59th straight win in Olympic play, a streak that dates back to the 1996 games in Atlanta. The USA previously beat the Tigers 100-46 in the qualifying, but the African champion kept Wednesday's game considerably closer to just 14 points. The Americans proved too strong and experience counted throughout the encounter, but the Africans were outstanding in the final quarter, winning by a 12-point margin. The US lady won the first 3 quarters. Nigeria lost the first quarter by 17-26, then 16-26 in the second quarter, and 15-24 in the third quarters. Rena Wakama's side put up a fight in the final quarter to win 26-12, but it was not enough as the better USA side head on to their lead to book a semi-final spot. The Tigers put up a good fight on Wednesday night, but were stopped by world number 1 USA in a highly entertainment fixture. The USA simply used their skills and better depth to progressively move ahead more. It took a late spurt of points from Nigeria to bring the advantage down to a more reasonable level. Nigeria has been amazing, captivating the heart of basketball fans not only in Africa but also worldwide as underdogs and achieving historic and unprecedented triumphs. Coach Rena Wakama masterminded Nigeria's massive improvement at this year's Summer Olympic Games. The Tigers have already made history in Paris, becoming the first African team, both men or women, to reach the last 8 in Olympic basketball. The Nigeria girls defeated Australia and Canada in the preliminary rounds and became the first African team to qualify for the quarterfinal. Ezen Kalu was the Tigers' best player throughout the tournament. Her aggressiveness and expression on the court rubbed off her teammates. Amy Okonkwo, the team captain, also had a brilliant competition, alongside Promise Amukamara and Musa Majanatu. The game also attracted attention from basketball royalty, with LeBron James and his wife, Savannah James, in attendance, along with NBA star Bam Adebayo. Team USA will advance to face Australia in the semi-final on August 9, while Nigeria's journey in the tournament comes to an end. In the captivating performance at the Paris 2024 Olympics, the Nigeria women's 4x1 relay team delivered a season best time of 42.70 seconds in the semi-finals, but narrowly missed qualifying for the finals by just 0.06 seconds. The quartet, comprising Justina Eyapubaye, Tima Godbless, Rosemary Chukwuman, and Favour Ofili, put up a brief effort in each two. The race saw fierce competition, with Great Britain taking the lead with a time of 42.030 seconds, followed by France at 42.130 seconds, Jamaica at 42.35 seconds, and Canada at 42.50 seconds, all securing their spot in the final. The Netherlands finished just ahead of Nigeria with a time of 42.64 seconds, while Spain and Trinidad and Tobago concluded the heat with a time of 42.77 seconds and 43.99 seconds respectively. Despite their commendable performance, the Nigeria team fell just short of top 5, needed to advance to the finals. Reflecting on the race, Favour Ofili said, "We gave it our best and we are proud of setting our season best, but it's heartbreaking to miss the final by such a slim margin." Following the women's script, the Nigerian men finished 7th in each one of men 4x100 meter, as well as posting their season best as the quartet of Favour Ashe, Kenyisola Ajayi, Alaba Akintola, and Ushe Orishe Ishekiri gave it their all in the race to return 38.20 seconds. South Africa grabbed an automatic spot in the final, finishing second in a season best of 37.94 seconds, while the USA winning the race in 37.47 seconds. This made it the third Nigeria elite team that failed to make it to the final after the mixed double crashed out earlier at the Paris 2024 Olympics. The hope of getting a medal in the relays are fading away as Team Nigeria now has only 4x400 relay left to contest for medals at the game. Nigeria's attention will now shift to the long jump final later in the evening. The Nigeria trio of Ize Brumen, Ruth Zoro and Pristina Ochonogo will be slugging it out at the women's long jump event finals at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Women, the Nigeria, African and Commonwealth long jump queen, aim to become the first Nigeria track and field athlete to win 2 individual medals. Women has won medals in virtually all the competitions she has represented Nigeria and hope to continue in that light at the Paris Olympics. Debutant Uzoro and Ochonogo will also want to give it their best shot in the long jump event final. Built for the Stade de France, the women's long jump event is one of the few events Nigeria has won all colors of medals at the Olympics. Botswana sprinter Leslie Tebogo has turned no allies with a blistering 19.46 seconds run to clinch the gold medal in the 200 meters of the ongoing Paris Olympic Games, becoming the first ever African to win the event in the history of the game. It's the first time an athlete from Africa has won the event and the first gold for Botswana in the Olympics. The Botswana beat Kenny Bednarek and no allies to second and third place in respective times of 19.62 seconds and 19.70 seconds. After missing out on the medal in the men's 200 meter final, Tebogo was keen on bouncing back in the men's 200 meters. Tebogo has not enjoyed the best of season after losing his mother earlier in the season. He explained that everything he does going forward is for his mother. Winning the Olympic title comes as a huge lesson to the young star, who also became the first African to win a medal in the men's 100 meter final at the World Championship, a feat he achieved in 2023 in Budapest. Meanwhile, Lai started his Olympic campaign on a high, claiming the win in the men's 100 meters final at the Paris Olympics before starting his 200 meter campaign. In the men's 100 meter, Lai finished second in the first round and semi-final before unleashing his full potential in the final, taking the win in a stunning 9.79 seconds, milliseconds ahead of Kishin Thompson, who finished second. Former world champion Frank Kelly completed the podium, clocking an impressive 9.81 seconds to cross the finish line. Going into the men's 200 meter final, Lai was the favorite, following the track record of his impressive campaign in the Olympics. He started by winning the first round before finishing second behind Leslie Tebogo, who put him on a notice going into the final. On his part, Bednarek also missed out on the podium place in the men's 100 meter final and wanted to make amends heading into the men's 200 meters. After battling a series of injuries in the previous season, Bednarek has maintained consistency this season, claiming wins in a series of Diamond League meetings and beating Ferdinand Omaniala at the Cape Kano Classic. Nigeria authorities are under fire after cyclist Eze Lovina Opeseraye completed at the Paris 2024 Olympics without a bicycle. Opeseraye made history, becoming the first Nigerian to participate in the event at the Summer Games. She qualified for the Olympics by excelling in 3 separate cycling events, including 1 road race and 2 track cycling competitions. Opeseraye, representing Team Nigeria, found herself in a difficult situation when she had no bicycle to race with at the Kairin and Sprint event due to the short notice of her participation. The 25-year-old Nigerian athlete finished 4th in her heat on Wednesday, narrowly missing out on the podium finish. Meanwhile, she took to social media to thank the German team for coming to her rescue by offering her a bicycle. Opeseraye wrote on X, "Due to the short notice of me competing at the Kairin and Sprint, I had no bicycle to race with on the tracks. In the spirit of sportsmanship, the German team came to my rescue by offering me a bicycle." Nigerians have taken to the comment section to demand explanation from the authorities, as Justice_ said. Just rep Germany next time. We will accept it since Nigeria can be proactive. At S_M official added, "I have never seen anything like this in my life before. What a shame." As Zubi Davis said, "Just imagine what those foreigners will think of us as a country. If you look at the Olympic Games, you will know that our investment in sport is terrible. Some sports have not even crossed anyone's mind here." At Puja Media added, "The minister must probe so many federations after this Olympics if truly funds were released for this." Meanwhile, the Minister for Sport Development, Senator John Owahenon, later explained that Opeseraye needed to borrow a bike from the German team because Nigeria replaced another team that was disqualified at the Olympics, leaving the Athletic Federation of Nigeria with inadequate time to purchase the bike. Eno explained that Nigeria had only formally qualified for 1 cycling event until 2 weeks ago, when the Union Cyclist International (UCI) informed them that Nigeria would be taking the place of another nation in the cycling career competition. In his word, it will take months to have it deliver after ordering and making payments. To therefore get Eze to compete, the Federation through Eze's club in Europe and working with a German-owned company got a trek bike for our cycler Eze. Tobi Amusan, the athlete who has kept the hope of Nigeria alive for a medal in the ongoing Paris Olympic Games, has crashed out of the tournament. World record holder Tobi Amusan failed to reach the 100-meter hurdles final at the Paris Olympic Games on Friday. The 27-year-old, who fell out in lane 6 of the first heat of the event on Friday, placed third in the semi-finals of the women's 100 meters hurdle. The current world champion and the world record holder came behind United States Alicia Johnson, who had a record of 12.34 seconds, and Netherlands Nadine Visser with a record of 12.43 seconds. Amusan came third in the first semi-final in a time of 12.55 seconds and had to wait to see the results of the two other semi-finals to see if she will squeeze through. But the third semi-final spoiled her weight as the two athletes who came third and fourth bettered her performance. Amusan, the 100-meter hurdle world champion, made a statement at the Paris 2024 Olympics, winning her heat and advancing to the semi-finals with a blistering time of 12.49 seconds on Wednesday. However, she failed to improve on that in Friday's semi-final. Amusan started late and she paid the price for that. A miss out in the final of the 100 meters hurdle. The world champion holder was Nigeria's only medal hope as Team Nigeria's member crashed out in other contests. With her performance, Nigeria may be without a medal at the Paris Olympics, which ends in 2 days. Meanwhile, the South African men's 4x400 meter relay team has been included in the final by the referee. This automatically disqualified the Nigeria team from the final. Nigeria was disqualified for knee infringement. Team Nigeria men's 4x400 quarters of Emmanuel Ojeli, Ezekiel Nathaniel, Dubem Amen and Chidi Okezie finished second in their semi-final heat. They ran a season best of 2 minutes 59.81 seconds. It meant they would have competed in Saturday's men's 4x400 meters Olympic final. France won the race in 2 minutes 59.53 seconds, with Belgium taking the third automatic spot in 2 minutes 59.84 seconds. However, Belgium has now moved to second position, with South Africa stepping up to the third position. The Nigerian runners were looking to emulate the previous Nigeria teams that won bronze medal in Los Angeles in 1984, gold medal in Sydney 2000, and bronze medal again in Athens 2004 Olympic Games. It is unclear if Nigeria officials in Paris will appeal the decision to disqualify the country's quartet.
Eshe Oluwa, Eshe Baba o, Eshe Oluwa, Awa Dupe Baba.
Ogunleye on Friday won a historic gold medal in the women's shot put final at the Paris Olympics, not for Nigeria, but for Germany. She became the first athlete in 20 years to win a medal for Germany in the shot put event. In the training finale at the Stade de France on Friday, Ogunleye clinched the women's shot put gold medal at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Her impressive throw of 20 meters secured a historic victory, marking Germany's first win in the event since Astrid Kimbernos in 1996. Ogunleye's triumph was met with jubilation as she proudly covered the German flag around her shoulders and rang the victory bell. Born to a Nigerian father and a German mother, Ogunleye's remarkable performance came as a surprise to many. New Zealand's Madison Lee Westgel took silver with a throw of 19.86 meters, while China's Song Jia-yun claimed bronze with a distance of 19.32 meters. Westgel had initially seen poised for a gold medal, unleashing a personal best on her 5th attempt, but Ogunleye rose to the challenge with a perfect response. Notably, Nigeria was not represented in the women's shot put event, where Ogunleye secured gold. The athlete is also a gospel singer. After the event, she sang a Yoruba gospel song after winning gold medal for Germany at the Olympics.
I'm a German and my dad is Nigerian, so I'm both. I'm a mixed girl, and it just makes me proud to represent Nigeria. Ekiti State, Omuoke, where my dad comes from.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and also my hometown, Belheim in Germany. Yeah, it just gives me so much confidence to know that there's so many people out there supporting me, and they believed in me in times where I couldn't believe in myself, and they just spoke so many encouraging words into my life. Also,